This past Sunday, that woman identified as Diana suffered serious burns. It is now at the Temple Burn Center. Tonight, police are working to track down those young attackers as they also try to figure out why they did this. Action News' Taronda Thomas live in West Philadelphia tonight. Taronda, you spoke to police and Diana's friends today.
I did, and here at Southwest Detectives, this is still a very active investigation. Diana is recovering at Temple's Burn Center. Fortunately, there was a neighbor nearby during the attack who pulled her inside and rinsed her off. Still, she is left with severe burns.
There's a great community around her that's rallying, like I said, rallying around her.
Showing support for the victim of a heinous attack.
It was such excruciating pain, and I'm sure she went into shock, like immediately.
Shiloh Colon's friend Diana, now recovering at the Temple Burn Center after being splashed with a chemical that police say acted much like acid. It happened Sunday afternoon. The victim, Diana, who for safety reasons doesn't want to use her last name, had just gotten off the L at 52nd and Market.
She was walking down the street, going to her destination with her earphones in, so there was no interaction. Nothing led up to this event.
They were walking towards her. She said that they stopped and then they threw the acid.
This, police say, is video of the three suspects walking away. They boarded the L at 52nd Street. All three were juveniles who could be very young.
In my opinion, they're anywhere from 8 to 12 years old.
Wow. Police are working to identify the kids seen on the train platform before the attack.
They were walking around with a cup.
Investigators are testing to find out what the chemical was.
That'll be all part of our investigation, where they got.
So they were actually planning this. This is intentional.
Yeah, and like the officer said, these guys were like between 8 and 12 years old. I mean, what kind of family do you come from that you can be that type of hate is instilled into you to just to want to do something like that to another human?
You know why they had it.
It was strong enough to leave a mark at 51st and Ludlow and leave the victim with second and third degree burns. 25-year-old Diana, who is a transgender woman, was planning to celebrate the first day of Pride Month.
We really strongly believe that this was a hate crime.
Police say the attack may have been random, but they're investigating all of the possibilities. Meanwhile, Diana has the support of her friends and the community on her long road to recovery.
So that makes sense if the family is talking smack about transgender people and stuff a lot. You know, the older people or just the kids in general. You know, they think it's funny. You know, that's the sad thing about it. You know, it's that they're, I mean, to hit someone with acid like that or whatever it is, a chemical like that's
right.
That's
more than likely. My guess is it's going to be like something that's easily accessible, like more than likely like pool acid
or something maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because pool acid will definitely. I could tell because I have a pool, and if I spill it on the ground, you know,
and you do it to yourself a lot.
Yeah, I burned my fingers a couple times.
Once or twice.
Yeah, you got to be careful. That stuff's pretty nasty. But more than likely, I mean, where else would these 8 and 12-year-old kids have access to some sort of caustic?
I'd like to see if they make an arrest on that because that's just horrible.
So let me ask you this, Mark, just in your opinion, and we've been doing this a long time, just because they're 8 and 12 years old, do you think that they shouldn't be fronted out, that people shouldn't know what type of dangerous individuals they are?
I'm at the point where we're trying to identify them. And, you know, obviously we got this documented crime. So I'm cool with them putting out there with their faces, you know,
right.
That might help speed things along. I would say if they don't get them ID'd within maybe a week, then we go maybe show the faces for someone that young.
They definitely should.
Right away, I can understand someone that young, maybe them just holding off a little bit, seeing what's going on. Maybe they were somewhat above, way older, pulling the strings here, told them to go do it. But definitely a threat to society. I mean, if someone else is attacked in the same way, then you know, then you would say, well, why didn't you show the pictures right away, right? So it's a hard question, especially at 8 years old. They do look pretty young. These aren't 14, 15-year-olds. They look pretty young.
I have an 8-year-old grandson. I can't even imagine in my wildest dreams of him even thinking that would be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So